this won't take up too much of your time. The first poem is about my hometown, and it's a bit of a kind of a love letter because I realized as I was talking about my hometown, it seemed as if it was like a love interest or something, where I would have my phone open and be like, look, this is it in the winter, and like, isn't this summer's really cute? Yeah, so this is my love story to Chicago. Chicago, January. Dear city, you were crackling cold when I fell through your river twice that winter's afternoon. Worth it, I said, laughing the whole way down. My legs were frozen like 2 iron bells all the way home. Dear city, engulfed in your snow winds and the love fog of my mother's Corolla, last winter you glowered like innumerable birthday candles. Resplendent even then, 60 miles an hour, an unholy rage. Dear city, this winter I am showered with kisses in the shape of lake sleet, igloo love. At 22 below zero, we huddle together, become compressed into embryos, form knots with pink limbs. Dear city, today the trees are mere skeletons of themselves. Today even your skyline is wanting. Love, tell me you will return again, for this is an end day, and I wish that the sunset crack its final yolk upon the sky. The second poem is about pretending I'm watching Hemingway sit across from me in a cafe in Paris, which sounds like the most cliche thing in the world, but that's what I was thinking when I wrote it. So, La Rotonde. Hemingway wrote about Michigan and Paris, about Paris and the Alps, about love during hardship, and about suffering amidst joy. He always wrote hungry, as if the flowing ink itself were food. Hemingway had a cafe creme and a whiskey, except he pronounced it whiskey to the natives. He sat with his notebook, and I sat watching him, slurping oyster after oyster at La Rotonde, although to be honest I never liked them much, so extremely did they remind me of the sea, and how uncanny it was to taste a salty depth of something I had never known. Hemingway brooded, and I brooded with him, partly because it was the mode, and partly because it was the rain, the endless rain, and I would pause from writing to admire it amongst glistening cobblestones and the settling dusk, and how the rain's sheen made Paris glow amidst the tabac lights and distant tower, its luminous myth, the dizzying lure of the place, and Hemingway and I would lock eyes, and the alcohol would suddenly kick in. And this last poem is super short, and it's my attempt at a manifesto. The New Romantic speaks. Let us beat our hearts against rusted dumpsters. Let us read meanings in the cracks of alleyways. Let us plunge forth into silver cities. Let us give ourselves over to the spinning earth. Let us be led by our noses like wolves. Let us cover our faces with the dust of the road.